Day 47. 46 was too damn close. We had literally a sliver of health left, about this big. 2 ticks away from death because of falling off the roof and getting a deep wound at the same time. We gotta be more careful. We gotta be way more careful here. Alright. We're gonna start on a couple of things. We need to find 3 things specifically. We need to find a... well, 4 things, actually. We need to find a Masonry 2 book. We need to find a hammer. Well, one of the other hammers, I should say. I'm trying to remember where it is, though. Alright. We gotta have them in here, for being honest. Did I ever turn this off? I did. Okay. Alright, let's take a look back here real quick. See what we got. Do we have Masonry 2? Doesn't look like it in there, at least. What about in here? Carpentry chisel? No. Metalworking? No. Welding torch? Don't care. Not right this second, at least. Look at all those exposure survivals. That's crazy. Tracking. Foraging? No. Welding, trapping. Alright, so we don't have anything in here. It's going to be in the truck over here, then. Alright, let's look back here and see what we can find. We need a couple of different things. Also, this one's really interesting. Extract propane from a corpse. That blew my mind when I saw that. I was like, are you... what? We do have bellows there. I'm not really looking for that right now, though. We are looking for a club hammer. That's one of them. We are looking for a... we'll take a flint nodule while we're at it. A mason's chisel. We're also going to take these blunt forges and stuff like that. Like, those things that we have in here that we can use everyday smithing. This everyday smithing. Apparently that was a couple of them. Look at that. We got 3 episodes of How Do You See? Iron Age metalworking. Medieval armory. Modern metalworking. We have the welder monthlies done, so... there's a single mason's chisel. We needed it. We'll take the mason's trowel as well. There's masonry 2. Alright, I didn't need 3 of them. What the hell? Didn't realize I had 3 masonry 2s. And then we have some of these other melee weapon schematics that we have not read. Alright, the other thing that we might need, and I do not remember where it is. We've got all those. We've got our club hammer. We've got the mason's chisel and the mason's trowel. We need stone. That's what we need, is stone. Okay. I made a ton of stone, so I don't know where that might be. Let's go ahead and grab this sand while we're at it. And these other sacks. Sharp flint plate can actually be used as well. I don't think I need to go out and get more stone. I'm pretty sure we had some at some point in time. Yeah. Let's go ahead and bring this stuff over. Apparently we're going to get another heavy rain day anyways, so not too worried about it. This is all clay, that's not stone there. So I've got to remember where I put... oh, I think I know where I put all the stone. I think I know where I put all the stone. Get that sack in there. Drop the sack of sand over here. And then the rest of it we are good without. Let's go ahead and actually run to the back of the area back here. Actually, I suppose we can go in one door and out the other. We don't need to walk around there. We can walk inside. Once again, no rain in here, but it doesn't count as an indoor area. Funny how that works. There's all our stone. Alright, all the stone on the ground here. We got 57 stone. We can put those flint nodules in there. We can put the sharp flint flake in there. We can even put the club hammer, the mason's chisel, and that in there just to be able to keep it safe right now. Because as of right now, it might just be a good idea to be able to get our butts in and read. So let's drop on the ground right here by the bookshelf, because that way we can just toss these in the bookshelves when we need to. Let's sit on the ground on the... Is that a cowhide? What is that, actually? Cemental leather, tan furred. It looks like a cowhide. It's that big. That's crazy. Actually wild. Let's go ahead and just start reading all these mags while we're at it. Let's do that real quick. So we have all of our recipes to be able to make it easier figuring things out as we start this up. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning. I appreciate you. Alright. Get these ones off of us. Put those in there. I know we still need to read the other books, so let's get started on that. Get started on masonry too. You know, sometimes it's just good to be able to sit inside and... Okay. Chill out here. Sometimes it's good just to be able to sit inside and read on a freaking rainy day, you know. Always good times. Always good times. Let's go ahead and, I guess, speed it up a little bit here. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to be able to do, because this is like the next thing that we're really working on. Interesting to see some of this other stuff, how this... Those walls aren't there anymore. But can you see how they're acting like walls? Alright, hopefully we can go ahead and get this, because what I want to do is start working on those, getting those popped out to stone blocks, because with stone blocks I should be able to make a couple of different things. Now, one of the things I will be making over there is a fire pit. That way we can go ahead and have a fire going out there, because I'm pretty sure during the winter and stuff like that, if we want to go out there and work, we're going to need that out there, be able to keep us warm as well. Alright, well, we got done with masonry. Didn't expect that, honestly. But we got done with it, which means we have a 5 times multiplier and a 75% boost, which means we should be able to just roll through frickin'... Dear Lord. You can say the rain came down. Holy crap. Go ahead and do a quick check over here. Alright. Technically on the other side here, so we should be able to see down. Alright. Alright, so... Let's just start working on this stone, I guess. Really meta event? Really, right now. Okay. Let's just do this. We got the mason's chisel, we got the club hammer. Let's start working on this damn stone. What can we do with it? We can make stone block. Wait, what? No. Thank you. There we go. Oh my god, we're getting 100 masonry experience per one of these. Holy crap. That's wild. There's Masonry 3 already. We're gonna fly through Masonry 4. There's Masonry 4. We just got 2 levels of Masonry like that. We got 11 stone blocks. Let's see what we can use those in. I actually do not want to do that. We're going to go ahead and go into the building. And I'm going to look for a fire pit. Right here. Stone blocks, fire pit, the better one. We need bucket of clay cement. We have mason shovel, so what we need to do is clay cement. We're going to go around, grab that clay cement real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a fire pit over here. Should help keep us warm. This rain is ridiculous right now. Well, let's actually grab a couple of things of clay cement while we're at it. We got 5 buckets of it, so. Because we can always make more of it later on. There, we were able to grab 4 buckets of clay cement. I probably should have made, like, my mason's area, or my blacksmithy and my mason's area around where the well was, but I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. Apparently it is going to be. Alright, interesting how that floor exists over there. You notice that? But the one above this area does not. I'm curious about something. Hold on a second here. Doesn't exist as a room. Got you. This does, as we know. However, does this now? No. This technically doesn't either. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to hear the rain. Alright, let's go ahead and build a fire pit. I don't know if I want to put it there. I'm going to put the fire pit here. There we go. Alright, my question is, what can we destroy for fuel? We got the scrap wood. It's 71 degrees out, so I'm not really too worried about it right now, but that campfire could be good for a while. Ration package you can take. Only an hour worth of fuel in there. And then we obviously have all this that we need to go through to be able to start burning charcoal and stuff like that. Alright, I guess if we really want, I mean, do I go find Masonry 3? Possibly. Toss these buckets of clay cement in there. pretty sure one of the other buckets of clay cement is just in our freaking hands, isn't it? No. Grab that, pop that in there, put that in there. What the heck is going on here? Oh, there it is. It's the other area here. That's what's going on. Like, wait a second. I know we didn't go through all that clay cement. What I need to do is kind of figure out if there is another masonry book, or if we're just rolling with this. That was masonry 2. We don't have another one there. I did not expect that at all. Like, we're gonna eat this milk chocolate bar. I'm curious, do they consider this an outdoor area? Oh my god. I could have totally turned this into my frickin' sink house. I could have totally turned this into my sink house. Yeah, that would have been probably the smart thing to do. We tried to build the extension on here, it just didn't work for some reason. Odd damn reason. But I think I can build it... Hopefully build an extension over here. I don't know how that's going to work, but... It considers it indoors, so... Yeah, I suppose I could just build just a single run over, like a stairs and then a single run over, and then put a couple of sinks up there and plumb them. They should be fine. And those sinks I can still fill bottles from, unlike these sinks, which make zero frickin' sense. We can still wash things in these sinks, though, which is nice. Masonry 3. Alright, so our right shin is still bandaged. I'm kind of curious to be able to take a look at it. But I hope we don't have to deal with it. Just being honest there. Masonry 3, are you in here at all, or do we not have a Masonry 3 book? We do have some more magazines. Maintenance. Masonry 3. We'll take it. We'll take it. I don't want to waste that frickin' experience, because we're getting 100 per block on Masonry 2. Just... It's crazy. Alright, so once again, nothing says quite comfortable like sitting in your favorite reading room and reading away on a book while it's nice and rainy outside. Did you confirm that, Ghosty? Like, did you look it up or go into the Discord or something like that and ask that the scripting doesn't recognize player-built spaces yet? Because if that's the case, then that should be recognized as a built space, and it's just not going to be. Because I did everything in that should have been recognized as a player-built space in Build 41. That would have been considered a indoor area in Build 41. Apparently... I don't know if you are just saying, like, oh, so the scripting just doesn't recognize it as, like, just saying it, or if you actually confirmed it. Actually kind of curious about that. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now as well. I just didn't know if you did. If Project Zomboid's Build 42 doesn't recognize your player-built structures as enclosed, the most common causes are missing walls, gaps in the structure, or issues with corner pillars, which is what I thought it was. But I put corner pillars in, so it was not an issue there. To fix this, ensure the structure is fully enclosed by walls and a roof, and then use a debug mode to activate the ISO regions tool to visualize the interior-exterior status and identify any structural problems. How to fix a player house not getting recognized as building, as indoors. You have to launch the game in debug mode to be able to do it. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay. That's fine. So you have to check in debug mode for those things, and I'm just not doing that. That's 100% fine. We'll deal with it. Yeah, I can't find anything about it not being recognized. It looks like there's been no problem with it being recognized, from what I can see. From what I can see, it's good. It's good. Alright, let's get back into this. Get a little bit of a break here. So, we'll start reading this. Alright, time to read Masonry 3, chill out for the night, and get ready and up. Actually, let's just go ahead and super read it. Hopefully we can get done with it before friggin' midnight, but I don't know. I don't think we're going to. Actually, we might. We have slow reader, which is a problem, but... I'm wondering what masonry... Well, there's midnight, so we're definitely not getting it done by midnight. Alright, so we finished at 1:30 in the morning. Nice. Alright. Alright, well, if that's the case, let's go ahead and... Do we have anything food-wise? I guess we can... I mean, we can butcher the rabbits now. While we're at it. Might as well do that. We'll bring them back. We'll bring them over to the butcher corner. Oop, didn't grab the other one. Oh, we did get a male rabbit. We got a male rabbit. We got 2 female rabbits. We got a baby, and we got an Appalachian female. We killed a frickin' family and a half. Dear Lord. Alright, we should get some butchering experience off of this, though, because we have... I gotta stop that. Stop that. In my frickin' thing over here. Right there, we got the butchering here. And I realize we're still up, but that's fine. I have no problem rolling through the next day here. What'd that give me? Only 4 experience. That's crazy. That is wild. Wait. What? Are you seeing this? Rotten and uncooked and stale and uncooked. Without even using... Like, those were fresh frozen rabbits. Okay, well, that's all wasted. That's actually crazy. Okay, so I guess we don't... Are you shitting me? Wait, what? How were we able to butcher them? Over here. I don't think we have a knife on us. Just gonna get bones from these. No, it's counting. Look at this natural water source. It's counting it as rain on the ground inside here, so it's not even recognizing the roof or anything in this room. That's actually wild. The entire room isn't even being counted. Apparently we don't have a knife on us or something, which is wild, because I don't think I've ever not had a knife on me. Huh, apparently we don't. I'm not... Okay, apparently I don't have a knife on me. Okay, well, I know where to get a knife. Got plenty of friggin' knives over here. Huh. Yeah, I just don't know. That's what it is. The fact that this doesn't... Well, and here's the thing that's wild. I'm not getting wet, but yet it's still recognized like a natural water source. Like, what? Alright, so... Alright. Yeah, no, that's a lot of animal brain over there, but once again, it's needed for brain tan, which is for... yeah. Alright, let's put this family up here, and hope we never, ever, ever, ever freaking have to use them again. Apparently we can make animal skull necklaces. Alright, this is going to be sad as hell, because this is like 5 full-grown adults and 1 little kitten. Oh my god, look at how tiny that head skull is. Watching over us. It looks like a growth on the frickin' refrigerator. Alright, Good news is we should have a lot more opened up. And we did finish that. You know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. We're just going to continue going on with our day-to-day here. So why don't we go ahead and pull out the club hammer and the mason's chisel. And we're just going to get right back to... Actually, we might just need to pick up the stone. Pick up as much of the stone as we can. Because I don't think we could do this when it's dark out. So, go ahead and move it in here. And we'll work on it in here. There we go. Let's drop the stone. Let's drop the stone. We'll work on it in here instead. Alright, let's get to it. We're going to work on the crafting. Maybe it'll be easier if we look at it the other way here. We see the stone on the ground. Let's go ahead and show craft skills. No. Masonry. Make stone block. Oh, we need to be at a frickin'... Oh, no. I just put all this on the ground, too. Well, what the flippity-flop. Alright, let's do this. Right here. Right here, then, if you want to play that game. Craft. Make stone blocks. Max them out. Get to it. Alright, my masonry experience should fly. 160 per. That's wild. 160 per block. Means we're almost level 5 already. There's level 5. We'll get up to level 6 masonry real quick, Tim. So without the book, they're 20 per just because of the 75% bonus. But with the books, we are getting some massive experience. The next one is 12. That means it'll be 240 per to be able to do this. Alright, we'll stop after this one. There we go. We still have 18 stone left. Dude, it is still raining. What the hell is going on? That's crazy. Let's do a couple things here. We're probably actually not very overweight. Huh. Stone bricks weigh a lot less than the stone itself. That's actually crazy. Like, so much less than the stone itself. Yeah, they're 0.3 apiece, while stones are 1 apiece. So, yeah, they weigh a lot less. My question is, what else can I use these for? That's not going to help me, because we need them in building, not in that. Alright, we have a stone cairn. We have an advanced forge, but that requires the blacksmithing anvil and a large bellows, which we cannot work on right now. Large bellows. Can we use the bellows that we have? Because I would... You know? We have clay. If I can make an advanced kiln and an advanced furnace, that would be worth it right there. So, let's go ahead and go get that clay from out here. Oop. You know, look at the door like it's there. I'm actually kind of sad that I don't have Masonry 4. I'd probably get a lot of freaking levels off of it right now. Just by beating up stone. I don't know if we have Masonry 4, but who knows. So there's a couple bellows in here. I'm going to try those to be able to see if those work, but I don't think they do. Boom, 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 boom. We also need to grab that clay. Oh my god, we have Masonry 4. We just don't have Masonry 5. So we could essentially blow ourselves all the way up to Masonry 8, which I don't think you need, right? Let's look at what the Masonry requirements are. Yeah, no, Masonry 5 is like the top need, at least within building. What about crafting? Masonry 6 for a large stone axe. Yeah, it looks like... Oh, no, 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 no. Here's Masonry 8. Make stone mace head. Make chisel stone maul head. Interesting. Okay. We could work on other masonry. Alright, let's come to here and let's grab... Not going to be happy about this, but all but 2 things of clay. Wow. And you know what? We can fit the extra bucket of clay cement in here too. Bye-bye. And now we should be able to build a advanced kiln and hopefully an advanced forge. If we can, that opens up our world because we have a lot of other stuff. The next thing we might get out there and do is, well, fix the bear bus up. But we might need to get out there and work on some other things like welding as well. So, all right, let's do this. Let's see. We had a trowel in here. Let's go ahead and see if we can't build an advanced kiln. How big is this thing? It's pretty freaking big. Huh. And it only goes that way or that way. I think we're gonna put the kiln here. Nice. Alright, we got a big-ass kiln here. What can we do in here? We can fire limestone, we can fire bricks, clay tiles. Okay, so we can do pottery, basically, in there, which is nice. That's nice. It's something. We can definitely work on that. And then let's look at our advanced furnace. Apparently the bellows does not count as that. Huh. Can't do the advanced forge. Can we do another forge? Charcoal burning pile. Let's look at forges in general and see if we can't find other ones. We have primitive forge, we have simple forge. Simple forge does require a blacksmith anvil, and I would need to... I'm trying to remember how to do this. We've got... What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the clay cement and stuff like that off. Maybe we've got a lot of stuff on us right now. So these bellows do not count worth a damn. They can't... They don't do anything. Unfortunately. We're going to put the buckets of clay cement out here. Why I put them in there, I don't know. We're just going to put them out here. Stone block can be not put in there, thank you. Yeah, right there. Right there. I do want to read that. However, I think probably one of our biggest things to be able to do, let's get the mason's trowel, that out there. Yeah, the rest of it I'm not too worried about. We can put this on our back just to be able to have some protection. Ha 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 ha. I'm pretty sure at this point I need... I kind of want to go for the advanced forge directly, but I know that the bellows is going to be holding us back. So I think we need to go for the simple forge. Or not the primitive forge. That's not going to do anything. We're going to go for the simple forge, because that should help us. We need 30 stone blocks. We have the cement. We need to make a blacksmith anvil, which is going to require, if I'm correct, planks. It'll be crafting. We're going to be looking for... Not masonry. Is that actually carving? No, carpentry. Right here. Right here. Make a large bellows. That's where we know that we have to do this. We need a tanned medium leather, which we cannot do. That's going to be a freaking process and a half. We need to kill a deer before we do that. Unfortunately. But it is what it is. Also, I just realized... Make wooden blacksmith anvil mold. We need 4 planks and nails. Okay, that's fine. We'll put that there. So we do know you can find crucibles. I'm just realizing we gotta take a trip. We are gonna have to take a trip. I'm grabbing one of these axes real quick. Wait. Huh. Grab one of these firefighter axes with equipping in both hands. We're gonna chop down some of these trees over here because we need planks. Deforestation, go! Yeah, I don't care to do that. Dude, come on. Cut down tree, thank you. Alright. Go ahead and take these onto us. Also do a little loop-de-loop here throughout this area and see if we can't find any... Wow. Not a single one. Okay. I didn't know that was actually a possibility. There was not a single freaking sapling in that entire thing. Oh. Why I'm walking through the bushes, I have zero idea. And why... Oh, he's got the minor muscle strain. That's fine. Let's get out of the rain for a second. Let's put these logs in the ground. Alright, now let's saw the said logs up. Not building. Crafting, thank you. Alright, now we need to craft... Can't, because we don't have any freaking nails on us. My gird. I'm just gonna keep this stuff down here. Hold on a second. Drop the planks. Chill out. There is a box of nails in here somewhere. Yes, there is. Now let's make the molds that we need. So we're gonna need the brick mold. Yeah, we're gonna need the brick mold and we're gonna need the blacksmith mold. So we're gonna go to carpentry. Need a table. Fantastic. There we go. We need the blacksmith anvil mold. We're gonna craft that. Wooden tile mold, we might... not the wooden tile mold. Wooden crucible mold, that's crazy. I thought that there was something else that we could make with this. So, like a... Toolbox, no. Wooden ladder, no. Advanced frame. No, no, no. Carving? No. Go up to all and see what we can get here. Because what I'm looking is brick mold. There it is. Make wooden brick mold. Just in case we can't find one, we're going to make a wooden crucible mold. Make a mold box. What? Wooden tile mold? No, I think we're good there. Alright, so we have these here. These are going to allow us to be able to make blacksmiths. My problem now with this is... These things are huge, by the way. They're freaking gigantic. Well, maybe not that one, but... Toss this here. Put those there. Alright, so we have started on a lot of things here. We got this going, and I'm pretty sure... Our clay blacksmith, we have the mold right there. So what we need is a lighter, a log, and a clay blacksmith anvil mold? A clay blacksmith anvil mold. So, do we need to fit clay into this? And then fire it in that to be able to make the clay blacksmith anvil mold, and I don't know. I don't know. Guys, we're tired as hell. Let's go ahead and sit down again. Get back to what we were doing before. And read yet another book. Let's do it. The other book that I do need to read is Welding 1. We're going to try to finish this up as soon as possible. Which we're flying through it, so... And then I think we are going to have to take a trip tomorrow. We're going to get some sleep tonight, wake up in the morning, and then we're probably going to take a trip. I don't know how it's going to work, though. Alright. Masonry book is done. Do we have welding? We should have welding. We have welding 1. Let's just double up. This is double up. Those are the two that we really need to work on. What I'm thinking is we clear out the bus and the trailer. We grab all our welding torches, and we're going to head to the Riverside Warehouse District. Because I'm just realizing, not only do we need all that metal to be able to make the blacksmith in the first place, we also need a lot of freaking ingots and stuff like that, which are in that warehouse. So, not going to be easy because, you know, it's no lights on anymore, but... Oh, you know what I should do first? Hold on a second. I lied. Tomorrow we're going to be doing one other thing. We need to be prepped up to be able to use a not the scream in the background. We need to be prepped up to be able to use a freaking a flashlight with our spear before we go there. We are tired, I get it. I think our leg might actually be healed by now. That's another thing, that's a plus. We're gonna look real quick to be able to see if we can find any, like, clothing. I thought I brought a lot of freaking, like, belts and stuff like that here. Alright, we got all these, yeah, I did. There we are. We got all these dirty rags and rags. Got the denim shirts, the denim shorts, all the other stuff. We also got welding too if we need it there. Alright. I don't really have a ton of sheets. And all the zombies seem to be fading away, so yeah, there's no more zombies on our property. Which is nice. They've all rotted. But we need to start really kind of working on tailoring here. This one needed an injury. I'll chill out. Alright. So, rags down. And actually what I'm going to do is, can I tear these apart? I can. So, actually cut these up. Alright, and now what we need to do, I wanted to test this out because I hadn't done it yet. Wash all other. It's washing all the rags at once. Okay, they did add the all other option in there, which is big. That makes things a lot easier. That makes things a lot easier. Wow. I would put, like, the other area, like, some of this stuff, like the forge and the furnace and stuff like that in here, but I'm not sure that it wouldn't start the wood on top of it on fire. Like, if I put a campfire in here, it would start the wood on top on fire. Alright, so this is going to be kind of a little bit weird, but just saying, if for some reason there was actually dirty and they were filled with that, cleaning these rags out would actually cause them to be able to weigh less, because there wouldn't be blood on them. And this actually does everything. All the leather, all the denim. Nice. That's actually big. Alright. Nice. Why I kept the door open? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, let's drop our leather strips, drop our denim strips. We have these other rags here. We're going to force ourselves to be able to get to, hopefully, to be able to get to what we need to do. We got 80 rags. What are we going to work on? What do we want to work on? How good is the camo jacket at? Oh my god, no! Okay. I meant to inspect, not rip. Dear lord, that was close. Almost screwed my frickin', yikes, that was close. That was actually really close. Alright. Whew. Alright, let's go find thread and a needle. I want to be prepared tomorrow just to be able to go out, like, my brain kind of hurts after that one, not gonna lie. We don't have thread, but that's not what I needed. Wow. You're missing a lot of thread here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point we are 100% healed. Oh, we also have these belts, which is interesting. Didn't even think about those. Thread and a needle. We just need a needle. We just need a needle. Needle. Hello? Seriously? No needles. 6 thread, though. That doesn't seem like thread that we needed. Tailoring too, which is nice. I'll actually hold on to that just in case. Oh, there's the angle-headed flashlights. Can I put those? Oh my god, there we are. Okay, maybe I don't need to work on my tailoring. Wait, I totally do. That is not copacetic. That is not copacetic. That was 1,000 errors really quick. Okay. That sucks. Something tells me this is going to be an issue no matter what we do. Something tells me this is going to be an issue no matter what we do. Alright, there's got to be thread and needles in here somewhere, man. Seriously? There's got to be lots of thread and needles. There's 2 needles. There's 1. A thread. 2 more thread. Any in here? 21 thread. There we go. That's what I needed. And watch there be like a gizzard. Yeah, there's 10 needles in there. Alright, that's where it was. Alrighty. Let's do this. Let's do this. Do this to this. Alright, we need 15 belts can go on the ground. Most of the thread can go on the ground. Alright, let's just go ahead and grab a couple thread and start working on our jacket. Military jacket. New. And let's just add padding to all using rag. So, the one thing I've noticed is when you're working on tailoring, it causes neck strain. And that didn't do much. Why did we only get... Oh my god, we barely got anything. And how much is this using up? I mean, we're already down to 65 rags. Kind of wild, honestly. We're going to go ahead and keep this up, though. We can pile through like 3 days like this, I'm not going to lie. Oh, we're out of the thread. I mean, I'm pretty sure just, like, level 1 tailoring... I think we only need level 2 tailoring to be able to even get up to tier 3 bags, but... There's level 1. Curious. My bag is right here. I was kind of seeing if we could do that. Research my bag. Interesting. Can I make like, does that give me the opening to be able to make, like, Alice packs and stuff like that? I want to see what it tells me. So, small leatherback. No, that definitely does not give me that. Alright, so it's got to be, like, in crafting then. Let's look at tailoring. There we are. So, neck guard. Interesting. So, foot wraps, pick that. Or would that be an authentic Z? It might be an authentic Z. No. What is that in? All? Backpack? Alright. Upgrade backpacks to 1. Wait, what? We don't need medical shears. We need any type of scissors. Yes. We need any type of scissors. Ha! Spiffo backpacks can be upgraded. That's actually kind of funny. Upgrade pack sport. Upgrade walker's backpack. Oh, I don't think our... Maybe it is? Military? Okay, here it is. Wait, can we not upgrade the military backpack? Oh, shit. Okay. What about large backpack? No. What about Alice? You can upgrade the Alice packs. So you can't upgrade the military backpacks unless you can use... No. Let me see if you can't do... No, it's... Oh, no, military backpack. Here we go. Upgrade Alice pack tier 1. It's the military backpack, so it is what we have. We just need a scissors. Alright. That works. Where the hell did I leave his scissors? The stuff that I don't remember. It's gonna drive people nuts that I'm walking around with that on. Scissors. I don't think there's any scissors in here. I just don't think there is. Well, pretty easy to be able to tell because if I can find scissors anywhere, I literally can just right-click on the backpack, I think, and upgrade it. Maybe not. Maybe not. Actually, I think you can. Scissors? Scissors. Scissors. There we go. Alright. No, we can't do it like that. So it would still have to be with the crafting. And... Alice bag. Oh, we don't have the leather strip spice anymore. You know what I'm going to do? We have multiple military backpacks back here. I'm going to go ahead and grab one of these out of here. Let's just grab this one. And then I'll go back for the leather. And then we can just upgrade a singular one. Alright, can we do this now? No. Crafting. Upgrade camo Alice. Craft. Does that turn it from a military backpack into an Alice pack? That would actually be kind of cool. I did not see what just happened. Where is it? Yeah, now it's considered a woodland Alice pack. Okay, so that's 29 capacity, 87. That's actually better than what I have, which is awesome. Which is awesome. We can upgrade it to tier 2 now. Can't upgrade to tier 3 because we are not there yet. However, that is now 30 capacity, 87 encumbrance. Keep in mind, if I drop this one on the ground, this backpack is 28 and 85, so that's 2 more capacity, 2 more encumbrance reduction. It's already a massively big difference in backpack. Let's put it on our back. Look at those beautiful, beautiful slots. It does not have a flashlight slot, though, so we do need... Funny thing is, though, this canteen can now be put... No, it cannot. So that causes massive errors whenever you put anything on there. What in the hell? Okay. This is doing this, I guess. Yeah, we didn't have thread on us. That actually bums me out. We're about halfway through the tailoring, too. So... putting any... I think we're out of, yeah, we're out of freaking tailoring stuff already. That's crazy. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and actually grab these leather strips. And then I'm gonna put a leather strip. Wait, what? Oh, I put the thread back. We're gonna add leather strips. Wait, add padding to all using reg. Oh, we got a couple back. Alright, now we don't. Alright, we're just gonna add leather strips to this, and then what I'm gonna do is just leave it there. I'm just, like this one I'm gonna go ahead and leave on there. Because that gives us 1 more bite, 2% more scratch, and 1% bullet, which we don't have to worry about. But the additional bite and scratch protection, not too bad. Not too bad at all. That actually might get me pretty damn close, yeah. What else could we possibly put this on? What about the... Oh, we can research this. The denim shirt, interesting. So, sleeveless shirt, interesting. So, it lights up green if you can, like, research things. You can see above it. Bulletproof vest. Wait a second, did I see a hole in the bulletproof vest? No. Good, it's still in great condition. Can we patch this? We cannot throw patches on that. Okay. I was kind of thinking maybe we kind of... that would be helpful. But apparently not. Let's just do the same thing with the denim shirt, I guess. Let's inspect that. We have lots of holes in our denim shirt. Okay. We're just gonna hold on to that, I guess. What about the jeans? No holes in the jeans. That's actually incredible. I did not think about that. Let's put some leather patches on the jeans. Which, once again, just one extra bite, two extra scratch protection. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it adds up, man. It freaking adds up. It probably look like shit, but... And it's gotten us really close. Curious. I'm just actually curious about this. You can. Alright. We got 14 things of freaking denim. I'm gonna denim up my socks. Because they have 0 bite, 0 scratch. And now they have 1 bite, 1 scratch. And because I'm really hoping to be able to... 141. We are so close. What else can we put this on? I guess we can... we can't put it on there, but... The jeans can use a couple more patches, right? Yeah. We can put the patch on there to be able to match that. The t-shirt? There's a hole in the t-shirt. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. That would be kind of funny. Could I... I can't patch my bucket hat. Damn. What about the boots? Not. So I think we're just gonna be a dick and we're gonna patch our holy. That'd be kind of funny. So the funny thing is, you can't patch the holes. Oh, wait a second. Yes, you can. Patch all holes using denim strips. There we are. Oh. 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 Look at us. Look at us being all fancy schmancy. And we got tailoring too. Which means we can do this. Alright, now just to look at this real quick. We are now 31 capacity, 87 encumbrance. Let's equip this in our back. There we are. We have a bottle slot, and we have a slot for that. We cannot put that on the back, but we can put one of these on our bag. And if we can put one of these on our bag without a ton of errors, that would be huge. Yeah, look at that. Alice Pack's flashlight slot. We're getting a ton of errors, man. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it's doing that, but we do have it set up just in case. That's known. That's known. So we got a lot of stuff done. We got, these last couple of days. We got a lot of stuff done. I mean, carp is almost to 6. Carbine's at 4. Masonry's at 6. Working on 7. Wait, what? Oh, I already read the masonry book. That's why I was like, what the hell? I was like, did I read that? No, I definitely did. We read the masonry book. Alright, but we do have a backpack that is better now. Unfortunately, not going to fix a lot of our issues. But it also has a lot of weight encumbrance reduction. So if I were to put, like, say, well, we could put these on the ground, I think. We can just toss, you know, chill out. We toss those on the ground. Put that in there. I mean, we're down to 15.36 right now. And we still have nearly 17 space, even with all this stuff in there. Which is kind of crazy. Even though we can just do this. Drop some painkillers in there. Yeah. My question is if this is going to be a problem for all of our stuff. So let's say we went Alice pack slot 1 with this? No. It's good there. Okay. What about Alice pack slot 2? We put a club hammer there. Probably weird, but we'll actually put this on our belt right. Pipe wrench. Can we put that on Alice pack slot 2? Yes. A little bit more weight. It's heavier than what's in our bag. Wrench. Belt left. Club hammer. Pipe wrench is there. Alice pack slot 3. Hunting knife. Cannot be attached. Oh, no, it can be. Wow. Alice pack slot 4. Balloon slot, utility slot, plushie slot, bottle slot. Item slots. So the bottle slot is the bottle slots and the flashlight slots are the issue, because if I try to put the canteen in there, no matter which one I do, errors like crazy. So take it out. Now let's put it in the other one. Errors like crazy. So it's the canteen and the flashlight that causes errors. Everything else is cool, and honestly, I love the look of it. Look at this. Like, just all the tools that are kind of hanging off of it and stuff like that. I think it's a really cool look. Plus, you basically have everything and access real quick, and they can go right back there. So, that helps out quite a bit. It is a little bit heavier, not gonna lie. That's just part of it, I think. Toss that down there. Put this book in here. We're not going to work on tailoring 2 right now. We'll eventually work on it, maybe. We're going to take the flashlights with us. I do not think we need them right this second. It's going to sound weird to be able to do this, but I kind of want to just down a coffee, eat something real quick, and go out there. But I think that wouldn't be the smart thing to do. Because we're going to need to drive for a while. What I need to do is I need to... Oh, you know what I just realized? Wait, no. What? Oh, that can't be put in anything. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Alright, the flashlights can actually go on our person right now, and then we have a 31 slot backpack to or 31 backpack to be able to unclear these things. So, what we're going to do really quick is we're actually going to get this trailer emptied out as much as we possibly can into our drop boxes and stuff like that, and then maybe rest, maybe sleep, and then just do the trip out to the other area afterwards. Yeah, we can, might not be the worst idea. Yeah, we're not going to be able to put much in there. Yeah, we're not going to be putting much in any of these. Alright, yeah, I definitely need, like, some massive Dropbox areas before I start. You know what? I just realized something. I'm an idiot. Hold on a second. I have the most massive of all Dropboxes. Oh my god. Oops. My bad. Alright, trailer storage. You guys wanna get everything in the trailer? That didn't happen. No one saw anything, right? I think we're good. I think we're good. I hope we're good. The hunger. Wait, are we actually dying from hunger? Okay, we're actually dying from hunger. What am I doing? Fucking truck has food in it. It's a slow die. Holy crap. Very hungry now. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna eat the rest of this. Wait a second. Craft recipes? Oh, probably bowl of cereal. Yeah. Alright, now we're just hungry as a horse. Alright, let's just do this. There we are. Now, this trailer should have nothing in it. It does not. That's 180 space. I kind of want to get more space, but we'll go ahead and do this. Because that is not very heavy. We'll actually do this real quick, because that's only 20 space in this entire thing. We can go ahead and toss everything in here. We can toss a lot of this in here, too. I'm just realizing, even though I don't want to take on the flashlight issues, I'm just realizing at this point, I can just toss the flashlight on me if I need it into one of those slots to be able to use with the spear, but I can also keep it off when I'm not, so we don't acquire too many errors. Alright. See, now the other thing that I'm looking at is we have the Bear Boss stuff on here, so I'm wondering exactly what it's going to take to be able to work on a lot of this stuff as well. We might actually be able to fit everything in there. Alright, the inside of the bus is empty. Nice. A little bit of food in there. Probably could take some food and put it in there. And I think that's what we're going to do, is we're just going to use this day to be able to prep for tomorrow and get some sleep afterwards. We're still overweight. That's crazy. Why are we overweight? Oh, I suppose because of the flashlights. I'm curious if we can... Yeah, see, I don't get why you can't put those in there. It makes zero sense. So while this is kind of cool to be able to have it on there, it is a lot of extra weight. It's like the claw hammer, the hacksaw. Well, actually, the hacksaw can go in the utility slot. Right there. Which brings it down a little bit less. Not what I want to do, I just want to favorite it. Makes it a little bit harder to be able to see things in here, but... I mean, look at this. My back is full of crap. Kinda cool. We are just hungry, so I'm good there. We have gotten underweight. We have that. We could probably get even better with the weight here in a second, but... I'm thinking here, it might not be the worst idea to be able to go, hey, we're just not going to carry this stuff on us. Because we don't need it. I mean, the wrench is fine there, that's fine there. The club hammer, the claw hammer, the hacksaw, that can all go in our bag, and look at how much more weight reduction we have. The hunting knife, same thing. And I think that's kind of good where we're sitting at, because then we can carry some extra spears on us. Yeah, all these slots are open down here. I wish you could turn these slots off, but it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. The only reason why I would take the extra is because it increases to 31 space with the 87 encumbrance. So, oh, we have an Alice pack now. So, that's actually awesome. Alright, the other thing we should... I don't want to talk about that. We have so many keys on us, it's ridiculous. Alright, we're going to try something here. We're going to do this. This is the modifications window. This should tell me what I need to be able to do this. We need iron pipe, screws. We need welding 1 out of 4. We're not going to be able to get welding 1 out of 4 right now. Welding 1 out of 6. And then once we do that, we can put a spiked plow on there. The storage one is the one that I'm interested in, though. It requires welding 1 out of 5 and welding 1 out of 6, and then you can get a roof rack, which I believe has 200 space, and a small roof toolbox, which I believe is like 40 space or something like that. But what we're going to need to be able to do that, is we need a lot of freaking welding XP. And yeah, that's going to take a bit. That's going to take a bit. So the other thing we did read is we read welding 1. We're at welding 1 as well. Let's go ahead and see if we can find welding 2 real quick. That way we can take it with us, which I think is going to be a need. So let's go all the way down and see if we've got well, first of all, we need all our welding torches as well. Didn't even think about that. We also have welding 2 here. Curious where the other welding torches are, by the way. We didn't. I did not mean to do that. I just wanted one of them. Thank you. Well, shoot. I'm actually starting to think we don't need some of this stuff on us. Like, pipe wrench. Plum options. What? Yeah, fuck that. That actually looks terrible. No, we're gonna unfavorite that. We're gonna unfavorite the club hammer. The hunting knife can stay in there, though. We're gonna go bam and bam. The rest of it is fine being in here. Yeah. Rest of it is fine being in here. Especially since we need that specifically. Let's see if we can't find any more welding torches. Here's welding 3. That's kind of actually kind of funny. We'll actually take that with us because who knows? Who the flip knows? And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a huge, like, welding run. And then work on... which is going to be a pain in the butt because... we need welding torches and... we would need them to be filled up. So I think what we need to do... I'm just thinking about, like, everything that we could possibly do to be able to set this up properly. Wait a second, I thought that I had a... I thought I had a travel generator. Like one of the smaller ones, the blue ones. We have the empty gas cans. I really don't care about that. There's only 16 space right now until we fix it up. It's not a big deal, especially since we have 80 space in here. And we have 180 out there. We need all the welding torches we can possibly get. Which I am not 100% sure where they're all at. Also, before we go out, I do need to fix the Oh, while we're at it, we'll just go ahead and grab things like the TV remotes and stuff like that so we can get electric parts from them to be able to fix those up. Alright, so we got 8 more welding torches here. Because each one of those represents like a car being torn apart. So, we got scrap electronics right here. We don't need the other ones. Alright, cool. Don't need the TV. I am curious if this works. We're going to turn that off temporarily. We're going to fix the generator. .25 experience. About an experience and a half. But that's also for like a small area there. Alright, so the generator seems to be filled. Yeah, it's completely done now. Let's go ahead and fill it up with some gas here real quick. We still have a lot of gas in the jerry can, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then we can take the jerry can with us. There we go. Maybe we can't. What's in the jerry can still? It should be empty. No, it's still got gas in it. That's actually funny. Alright, I guess we'll place that. It's not like we don't have a freaking tanker over there that's filled with 2,000 gas. Alright, turn it back on. Got it all fixed up here. Let's make sure that we do have... My brain's freaking braining right now. Where is that... I swear we had a freaking blue generator somewhere. I don't remember where we put it. Alright, what we might do... Because I will need to get all of these torches most likely refilled again, which is going to... Actually, you know what I just realized? I don't know if I added the freaking will fill. Hold on a second. I don't even know if this is going to work. I don't remember if I got the thing where you can add torch, or if you can add propane from a tank. Not drain gasoline from the tank. I want to see if we can fill the welding torches. And also, probably not going to help that I don't have the welding torches on me. It's in my bag. Salvage vehicle, siphon gasoline. No, no, no. Alright, so we can't do it here. That's interesting. We fill it from here? No. Craft recipes. Refill welding torch. Propane tank. Okay. So it cannot be done via here. But I wonder if it can be still done via a gas station. Oh, shut up. I will have to check that. I need to, as I said, I'm going to need to find a blue generator to be able to make that sure that works. We do have this stuff in here, which we'll go ahead and just move these. I don't really care about the rest of it. Unless we've got something in there that's worthwhile, which we might. We'll put those in there. I will fill those up before we leave. And also, what is in this Odyssey pack? I'll actually toss it in there real quick so I can just access it. Well, you know what? That'll fix a lot of issues. That'll fix a lot of issues for the bye-bye. Alright. A box of MREs and some extra spear stuff. Nice. That works for me. Alright, so we can put that and that in there. Alright, good stuff. I think we are mostly packed up for what we need to do. Other than the fact that I really need to refuel. Do I have a hose? I don't know if I do. Yeah, we need a hose. Let me go ahead and catch up on chat here real quick. Sounds like you have a scripting issue. Used to have debug and fix your building, yeah. Because you have torn sections of the house out and still recognize them as the doors, yeah. You also need the press. We have a full press here somewhere that I actually just yanked from somewhere. I've got video proof. Oh, probably of me hitting this. Running low on food? Not really. I mean, we have some. And then we have like 80 MREs, so we're good for a while, but I would like to be able to get my food supply up. I want to find a W900 book so we can start working on the W900. Curious because I saw the W900 down here. Oh. Oh. We don't need a W900 book. Okay, that makes things easier. We don't need W900 book. All we need is welding levels. And steel sheets and iron pipes and all types of shit. And something that's going to be more useful than a welding torch. Why don't we go ahead and see if the hose helps for welding torches too. Alright, so we need to get ourselves a hose here. Oh, where is our hose? It'll be... We're going to prepare a ration while we look. There's a rubber hose. There's a couple of rubber hoses. Alright. Let's eat on our way back. I won't be hungry for the rest of the day. You're damn right I won't. Alright. Let's do this. No. Wait, what? No. Wait, what? No. Why would I siphon gasoline? Drain gasoline? No. I thought we could refill from the tank. Alright, let me try this. Might have just been too far away. Oh, you know what? No. I have a hose on me. Okay. Alright, that was siphoning gasoline into a water bottle. That's just fantastic. Okay, I'm an idiot. It literally says refuel from the tank right there. Wait, what? Refuel from the tank, there we are. Alright, is that full now? Yeah, that's full now. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to work the same way with the other stuff, though. Sadly. Do I hear something out there? Alright, we're gonna go and do this. We are incredibly tired, so this is stupid of me. If there's something out there, we might be in trouble. I built this for a reason. Okay. We should be good. I'm freaking hoping. We are. Alright, what I wanted to do is I wanted to take a singular welding torch that needed to be filled up out here. So there is going to be a welding torch in here that would need to be filled up like this one. And let's see if we can fill it up. Doesn't look like it. Unless... yeah, no. So yes, this is not useful with that. I do want to check one more thing here, and I do not know if this is going to work either, so just bear with me. If we can fill them from the barrels, that might be something. We have these barrels here. Pick up a barrel. We have a pipe wrench. We're gonna jack the pipe wrench. Come in here. This is the reason why I was using this day as a complete prep day. So many VHSs. So many VHSs! What the fuck? Pipe wrench. Thank you. We'll take the non-bloody one for, just for help, I guess. Curious, can I? I mean, over here, you can do that, but I'm probably going to put it over here just in case. So let's go ahead and place that on your roll down. Right here. We're going to pipe uncap it. I think we just did. The orange barrel can be... look at that! Okay, so we can put a little bit in here. We'll just fill a little bit up in it. We don't need a ton. There we go. So we know that there is currently... well, crap, isn't that going to tell me liquid option? No, I want to see how much is in there. Oh, there's 90 liters. There's 90 liters. So we can fill an empty plastic bottle. Fill on floor. Add from object. Cut orange barrel lid. Fill empty plastic bottle. Alright, so even with this, you cannot fill the propane torches. Or the welding torches. Which sucks. The only thing that I can possibly think of is, once again, maybe we can do it at a gas station, and in order to be able to make that work, we need full gas cans. We're going to take all of these, and we need to find a generator to throw in there, for sure. I don't want to use most of these. Realize I literally can walk underneath here. Alright, so we got 4 gas cans. We'll toss those in there. Alright, now what I need to do is find a blue generator at some point or another. And then we should be good to go. The only other thing we really need to do is get some damn sleep. Grab enough spears to be able to tide us over, and grab some food. We have the rations on this, so I'm not too worried about that. We're going to keep this rubber hose. We're going to put down the firefighter axe. We don't need that right now. We also didn't need this pipe wrench. But we're going to get some of these spears. We have fire-hardened spears. Which I think we can do even... I mean, look at this. Yeah, we have plenty of space. Even with all this other stuff on us. We've got 8 additional fire-hardened spears. It's actually wild. This one's in our hand. We're going to go ahead and put this one on our back, I guess. I think we should be good. I think that's going to be enough to be able to clear out that area. Alright, and we are still plenty underweight. So it's not a big problem. This bag did make a big difference. With that, why don't we go ahead and get a quick little bite to eat. Unfortunately, not going to be allowed in here. Matter of fact, to the point that I don't think we really need that. Hold on a second. I just realized. Why am I letting the TV dinner in their waste when we have a frickin' microwave? We open it? No. What in the balls just happened there? Settings. Yeah, that goes so quick. I thought it used to be where you could just turn it on. It didn't need to be set at all, anything here. I just realized, why is my back door open? Apparently a TV dinner does not make you happy. Holy crap. It makes you very, very unhappy. Alright, whatever. This is getting hard. He's just like, this shit. That TV dinner sucked so much I want it over with. That's actually kind of funny. Alright, we are good right now. It is 7:50 p.m. Got a lot of stuff done. Let's see if we can fill up our waters. Maybe this thing got fixed. Yes, it did! Oh my god, yes. Look at that. That's beautiful. The frickin' water bottles, or the frickin' sinks finally work like they should. Okay. Seems like those do as well. My question is, are we still experiencing... Yeah, we're still experiencing a 2-degree difference, so they're still outside. Alright, whatever. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. It is 8 p.m. We have been up for 3 days. We have a mission. We have a mission to be able to go to after this. Let's go ahead, get some sleep. Realize that this is a very, very long one to be able to happen. We'll see you guys again next time. You, your friends, your family, and loved ones, please stay safe out there. This last 3 days has been hell, but we've been working on a lot of stuff. You have a good night.